Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Oh, you're breaking up a little bit. Let's see.
Okay, is it's okay?
I think it's okay now. Yeah. How are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Thank you. What about you?
I'm doing pretty good. Yeah.
Sounds good.
What's your name?
My name is Malik Bukas.
Sorry, will you repeat it?
Malik Bukas.
Okay, my name's Davina. It's nice to meet you. Yeah.
Same here.
Yeah. So, is there anything
Okay.
specific you wanted to work on today, or did you want to have a conversation?
Yeah, I would like to have a conversation, but especially I would like to know the tradition and civilization of USA because I'm fond of USA. So it's my keen wish to know something about. So if you uh, give me some information, so I think it would be pretty good.
Okay. So, what information do you want about the United States?
Well, how is its civilization? First of all, let me know about it.
About the civilization?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean by that? Like our culture?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, culture.
Well, it's interesting. It's very different
Mm-hmm.
region by region. So
Mm-hmm.
I live in the Midwest right now. Um
Okay.
I would say here it's very much like family focused. People
Uh-huh.
get
Uh-huh.
married and start having families at a much younger age than say if you're like going out to the coast or something. Um
Mm-hmm.
the I guess in the United States, Christianity is a, the most prominent religion, but I would say people are much more um, conservative with their Christian views in
Mm-hmm.
the Midwest. There's still
Mm-hmm.
people who even like so there's different so there's like Catholicism and then Protestants, and there's still some people who will like if they're Catholic, they won't marry a Protestant or vice versa. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
let's see. The I've also lived in the Pacific Northwest. So,
Mm-hmm.
like Washington and Oregon. So, I lived in Oregon. And
I see.
it's 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 very different in Oregon. People are much I would say like it's
So,
like the Wild West. It's kind of people are just
mm, okay. So, are people very friendly there?
in the Midwest definitely. People are very
Ah.
very friendly in the Midwest. And I was just talking to a student earlier today here on Cambly, and he
Mm-hmm.
lived in Iowa for a while. That's where I live right now, and he's like, "I love the Midwest. Everybody is so friendly there." And I was like, "Yeah."
Oh,
So,
interesting.
yeah.
So, what kind of, how many languages are spoken in all states? English, Spanish, French, Portugal.
Um I would say like prominently in the Midwest, it's mainly just English and Spanish. Um, in the Pacific Northwest, it's English, Spanish, Russian, and um, kind of Japanese because there's more and more Japanese families moving
Mhm.
over. In Hawaii, there's
Okay.
a lot of Japanese living there. So there's Japanese is like on a lot of the signs and stuff. Um,
Mhm.
but mainly throughout the entire United States, English and Spanish. But the problem with Americans is they're not open to like accepting a lot of different languages spoken because they think it's confusing.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
So, so ma'am, let me know what kind of foods are preferred by people. I mean, what do they like to eat?
Okay.
Vegetarian, non-vegetarian, fast foods. So,
Mm,
what are these? Yeah.
okay. Vegetarian is becoming much more popular, especially on the
Ah.
West Coast. There is
Mm-hmm,
so many vegetarian and vegan food options available. In the Midwest, you still come from this like very like as we say meat and potato culture where
mm-hmm.
it's a lot of comfort foods.
Uh-huh.
There's a lot more heart disease here because probably
Oh my God.
well because of our of
Yeah.
the food choices, you know. Um, but I think uh but also like people really like eating all just sorts of cuisine. So there's like lots of Thai food, lots of Mexican food. We get more and more
Uh-huh.
like Japanese styled restaurants opening up with different photos
Mhm.
and different things like this. Um, and lots of Indian food.
Foods, foods are varies country to country, state to state.
Yes, I love that's beautiful. Yeah, I love food.
Uh, Okay, interesting, interesting. So, ma'am, I have heard that elections campaigns are going on, and there are numbers of participants who are running for presidency, and Donald Trump is also taking part for the second time. So, this politics is discussed everywhere in this world. I mean, US is. Um, in Pakistan, people are much curious that what is happening there and who will win, who will get majority. So let me know about something if you are interested in politics.
I am interested in politics.
Oh, okay.
Um, I'm not a fan of our current president. Um,
Okay.
um, I'm like it's honestly I was so surprised when he actually first of all, I was so surprised he actually ran for president. I mean, he had been
Hmm.
saying he was going to run, but I just thought he was just kind of like talking a lot, kind of like he's always been such a talker, like he just says things that don't always make sense, so you don't know like what's real and what's not. But then he actually ran for president and then he got elected. So I think I'm still recovering from the fact that okay, this is the president of the United States, and I think my mind's still like in shock over it. But
Unbelievable.
yeah, yeah, I'm like, what? This is real life.
Yeah, I had also heard that Hillary Clinton was very famous among all over the states, but at the end, the result was totally changed.
Yeah, and I think
Okay.
I know a lot of people who voted for him, but knew it wasn't like necessarily um they didn't want to be judged, so they wouldn't tell like they wouldn't talk about it as much. So I don't know what's going to
Okay.
happen with this next election. I mean, I know it's only a couple months away, but I don't know. It's really hard because I know a lot of Democrats don't like Joe Biden. So, like they're kind of like, well, I don't want to vote for this guy and I definitely don't want to vote for Trump's, but there's not enough support for there's a woman running for an independent seat, but there's not
Hmm.
enough support for her to like actually get voted in, So I'm like at this point I honestly think that Trump will probably be reelected just because he has a really
Hmm.
strong base, and
Uh,
the democratic the Democrats are completely split because they don't
mhm.
like Joe Biden. So
Okay, okay. Thank you very much for giving me this information. Okay, now I will tell all the bodies. Now I will tell to all my colleagues that who can win the presidency election in USA, because you have delivered me lots of good logically information. Now,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, and I always think I always am curious too, like what the rest of the world like thinks of like America and what's going on, like cuz you know, but I don't know. Sometimes maybe I don't want to know either cuz I'm embarrassed, but like, I just I don't know.
Okay, okay. So, okay. So, by the way, ma'am, COVID-19 has affected lots of countries. Even USA has also affected. So, let us know what is current situation. Is it surging? It is.
I think honestly it really varies from like region to region and location to location. Um, I know around where I live, the rates started going up really, really high. So the
Mhm,
city put in a mask mandate and required more people to start wearing masks. And I think a lot of people personally just started making better decisions as well because when they started seeing the rates go up, they're like, okay, we need to be a bit more um, conscientious of the choices we're making. Um, but honestly, uh, I think
mhm,
like with school starting up and everything, like already the rates are starting to increase. So um, I'm I'm kind of worried about um, how much that's going to affect everything.
mhm,
You know.
mhm. Okay. Mhm. Okay. So, as far as my country is concerned, I belong to Pakistan. So yeah, in Pakistan, COVID-19 is about to die, and now people are getting recovered, and only I think 0.2% people are remaining. I mean, so mostly the hospitals are cleaned up by COVID patients. So situation is
Good. That's
getting
good.
better
Yeah.
in Pakistan. Mhm. Yeah, you know that all the world was very afraid
Yeah.
by this cursed disease. So
Yeah.
yeah,
It
we
was
were
really
very
scary.
horrible.
I mean, to have something that impacts the whole world that much is it's crazy. It's insane. So yeah.
Okay, so okay, ma'am, thank you very much for your kind information, and I'm very glad to talk with you. And you are very
Oh, thank
genius,
you.
and you are very friendly. Thank you
Alrighty.
very much.
Okay. All
Okay,
right. Bye
nice to
bye.
meet you. Talk to you later. Bye bye.